Hi, welcome to History on Wheels on RV Newsnet at rvnn.tv. I'm Dave Dufour, and I'm here at the RVMH Hall of Fame in Elkhart, Indiana, with the Hall of Fame's historian, Mr. Al Hesselbart, who's here to tell us about this particular vehicle, which has a very interesting and, should I say, sexy history?
Well, it might be considered sexy.
Okay, what do we got here?
This is a 1931 Chevrolet-based house car that was custom made for the vaudeville and movie star Mae West.
Okay, now Mae West was, of course, she was in movies, and she was probably one of the first, what you might call, sex kittens of the screen, in essence. She
Very
sort of
much so.
originated that concept anyway, and but she this was built for her by whom?
This was ordered built by Paramount Studios. Paramount offered many carrots to convince Mae West to leave the vaudeville stage and contract as a star player for Paramount's early movies.
Okay, since vaudeville died not too long after that, it was probably a good choice for her to make, right?
I think it probably was.
Yeah. So now this vehicle is it's a Chevrolet, and but it doesn't look like a. It looks interesting and impressive from the outside, but it's a lot more interesting on the inside. Would you say?
Very much so.
Okay.
Most of us can't imagine Mae West as a camper going out in the woods to enjoy nature.
Right.
This was a traveling lounge. It was a very glorified limousine.
Okay,
as
not
it
strictly
were.
speaking an RV, but it has some of the same features that we even
Yes.
find today as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Okay, well, we're going to take a short break here, and then we're going to step inside after the break and see what's inside. Correct?
Why don't you come up and see it sometime?
Today's show is brought to you by Roku, the streaming video box for your HD or conventional TV. With Roku, you get the best programs from dozens of sources, including Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Video, and of course, rvnn.tv. Roku starts at only $59.95. It's easy to set up, and you'll be amazed at the quality and variety of on-demand TV at your fingertips. For more information and to order the Roku box, visit rvnewsnet.com and click on the Roku ad. That way you support RVNN and you'll Roku in your home or RV in no time. Do you Roku? Hi, welcome back to History on Wheels. I'm Dave Dufour, and we're at the RVMH Hall of Fame here in Elkhart, Indiana. With me is the historian for the Hall of Fame, Al Hesselbart. We're sitting inside a piece of history here. This is Mae West's lounge car, which is, for all intents and purposes, almost a motorhome, isn't it?
It is very much like a motorhome. It wasn't really designed for camping. It was used as a limousine, which would pick her up at her hotel or her home and take her to the studio or the movie set, and then was also used as her lounge, where she could sit between takes rather than sit under an umbrella or under a tent, as most of the cast did.
Okay, so it's like the star trailers of today in essence, but in just an earlier version. But the woodworking in here is just gorgeous. She's got plenty of room in the what I would call a cooler, but sort of an ice box for whatever beverages she happened to go for, and closet space and everything else. And right up behind the driver's seat is a sort of a one-person, possibly two-person dining table, isn't there?
Yes, there was. Plenty of room for two people to sit and enjoy tea and crumpets or whatever the menu of the hour was.
Really, yeah. The main thing that's lacking here, if you call it lacking, is that there's really no full-time sleeping areas, are there?
No full-time. The couch on which we're sitting can be folded down like a futon into a place where you could take a nap, but
Right.
it wouldn't be very comfortable for living here.
Not to live in here. One of the other features that's kind of interesting is I noticed if we look out the back way here, there's a kind of a what I would call a porch, but it reminds me of the back end of a lot of private rail cars that used to have kind of a porch or a place to stand towards the back. What was that used for?
Well, it wasn't for her campaign speeches, as
Okay.
many politicos did.
I can see
But-
Teddy Roosevelt standing there, maybe. I don't know.
But it was used, reportedly, I wasn't there, that she had a rocking chair out there, and she would use that porch area to greet her adoring fans and to be able to just interplay with the public.
Okay. So how long did she have this vehicle? Was it? I mean, she got Paramount had it built for her, and then how long a period of time did she actually use the vehicle?
We think she used it through the 30s, through her active career.
Oh, okay.
Because there is no record that anyone else used it, but it fell into the hands of collectors and traveled through several different collectors until we received it in '07.
How was it donated? Donated by the last owner?
No, it wasn't donated. It was a part of a large collection of early vintage RVs that was purchased for the museum by industry icon Boots Ingram.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, that's all the time we've got today for History on Wheels. And this is a beautiful vehicle. And if you get a chance, of course, come to the RVMH Hall of Fame here in Elkhart, Indiana. And I know that Al will be here to tell you even more about the history of the recreation vehicle industry, right?
I'll be here.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. For more TV like this from the world of RVs, head to rvnn.tv.